Mind over matter is magic. I do magic. Don't you know now? Mind over matter is magic. I do magic. Don't you know now? Mind over matter is magic. I do magic. Don't you know you think about it? Mind over matter is magic. I do magic.
Yeah. Welcome to Mind Over Matter, baby. I'm your host, Deja Wallace, and welcome to another episode. I have a lovely guest in the building. As you can see, if you're on the YouTube side of things, we got the lovely Raegene Denise.
Hi.
Thank you for joining me today.
Words when said, no action done. More than love, show me some. Don't give up, 'cause if you love me, you gotta show me. 'Cause words don't mean a thing.
This is a familiar face if you've been watching, if you've been tuned in. This is a very familiar face.
It is, right?
Yeah. So thank you again for joining me. It should be a good episode. We're going to talk about self-love.
Yeah.
The best love.
The best.
We're going to talk about patience.
Working on it.
We're going to talk about your music.
I like
just
that.
talk about mindset.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to reel it all back in because it is mind over matter, okay?
It is.
So kick back, relax, and let's get into this episode. Grab a snack, let's get comfy. And
popcorn.
Let the people know a little bit more about you.
Who I am.
Yeah.
I am Raegene Denise. I am a songwriter. I sing on the side from time to time, but I'm really just a songwriter. And I'm just trying to be a good person in life. And, do the will of God. That's really it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. That's really all you need, to be honest.
For real.
So what's been happening? It's been 2 years since
We saw each other.
Yeah, we sat back down on the podcast. So what's been happening? What's been going on?
A lot has been happening. I think a lot more self-awareness has been happening.
Mm-hmm.
And reflection and just growth on being a better person. For sure. In the past 2 years, I'm definitely not that same person, which I'm happy about. Because that person, she was kind of wilding.
What's the biggest change from the last time we spoke on the mic compared to now?
Compared to now, the biggest change would be my relationship with God.
Amen.
For a fact. I've always had one, but I've come into the realness, like in a real way of who he is to me, and definitely solidified that for sure. Yeah, it's like everything else is just kind of falling into place because I'm aligning with him now versus on my own. Because when I go my own way, it never ends really good. It ends pretty bad. So yeah, I think he's the biggest reason why I am where I am today. Sounds cliche, right? But it's really
it's your truth.
No, because, I say it all the time and it's just like, it's so repetitive, but it's just the truth. So, yeah, it's him.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I could attest to that too since the last time we sat down here.
Yeah.
I've definitely grown in my relationship with God.
Yeah.
I actually feel like I have an actual relationship outside of church. Like I grew up in the church, but I never really felt like I had like a actual relationship with God. It felt more like routine. So a year ago I got baptized. So I could definitely attest to that.
Yeah.
And life has just changed dramatically for me ever since I stepped out in faith and just trust God.
Yeah.
And let
That's
God
what we
be God.
have to do. I want to touch on what you just said, though, about church. Because I think people get that all jacked up. Like, you got to go to the building. 9 a.m., Sunday school. That's not what church is. The church is the body of Christ, who the believers.
We going there? I didn't even think we was going there, this conversation.
That's what
it is.
Yeah.
It's called like the ecclesia. When 2 or more are gathered, God is in the midst. Yeah.
Period. Target, Walmart, on the corner at a bodega, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And that's really what turns people away, is when like people in the church kind of misuse their power, and that really turns a lot of people away from the church, and it becomes kind of like theatrical.
They're programmed.
Yeah, it's like a performance, like every Sunday. And
on Tuesdays, you wouldn't think they was touching a quote unquote church. You know what I mean? Like the lifestyle is not aligning with what y'all doing every Sunday. So
yeah.
But hey, I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying what the word.
We listen and we don't judge over here.
At all.
You already know.
Because I'm a work in progress.
Yeah. This is a topic I don't really speak about much on the podcast. So like,
for real?
Yeah. That's
what's up.
Yeah.
Hey.
I don't know why. It's just like,
what? Is it the people you be having or what?
I've breezed past it briefly, but I think it's more so like
they don't want to get deep.
Not that. I think that it can come off as like a certain way. And I don't really know a lot. I feel like I'm still like...
Yeah. We're all learning. When will we ever come into the full realization of God? For real. Like, his ways are not our ways, so we're not going to understand.
Right.
But some stuff is just like, yeah, this is man-made, and I'm not with this. This is religion. Jesus isn't religion. He's just who he is. You just follow his way or not. Even with the word Christianity, it bothers me because it's like, it just makes me feel boxed. And Jesus isn't in a box. You know what I mean? I just don't prefer to call myself a Christian. I just say I'm a believer in Jesus Christ. Message.
Nah, it's glad to see that you still in high spirits.
I'm trying. Well, go ahead.
Well, what?
No, I was kind of low. Maybe like 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago?
I ain't gonna front. But
you was just in here chilling.
I know. That's called smiling. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm all right.
Some
stuff is kind of crumbling, but we keep going.
Of course. That's the only way.
That's me being as honest as possible.
So far on your journey, what do you think is the biggest mental hurdle that you had to go get over to get to this point?
Mental hurdle. Validation from people. Yeah, I was really bad with that. Like, if people weren't validating me, I didn't feel like I was doing my best or enough. And I've come to the realization that they really are a non-factor.
It's funny because the last person I asked this question, they said the same thing.
Yeah.
And that kind of reels it back into like the topic that I want to get into is self-love.
Right.
You know, self-love kind of is the antidote to combating seeking validation from outside of yourself.
Right.
And once I've stepped out like on that journey of just like actively trying to be conscious of my thoughts and my actions and how that affects my reality.
Right.
Honestly, I've been able to like just accept myself more and like realize that like I'm doing this all from like my perception, you know what I mean? And everybody else is doing it from their perceptions and their thoughts and their internal dialogue. Yeah. And it's like sometimes we're not able to read each other's minds at the end of the day. No. So it's like people are only perceiving us from what's going on up there.
Right. And some stuff be a little chaotic in their brain. So you never know what they might think.
Exactly. So it's like, self-love has really like helped combat caring what other people think. Because it's like, y'all don't even love yourselves.
I don't.
So why would I?
Real. And hey, I was there when I didn't have self-love. Like finding myself in situations like, yo, what? Do you love yourself? And I never really thought about it until like I hit rock bottom. And then I had to reflect and like, how did I get here? I didn't really show love to myself. And that's like not me. Why am I not showing love to myself? Being around certain people that are causing me to feel like that, allowing them to put this perception of who I am on me. And it's not even me. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's like almost infectious.
Yeah.
You know, when you're around people that try to distract you from remembering who you are. Mm-hmm. And that could be so dangerous because then if you adopt that, it's like now you're moving away from like who that highest version of yourself, you know, who you are at essence, who God says you are.
Hello? He says I'm great.
Exactly.
You don't say that. Why am I rocking with you?
And you know, the thing that I always reel this back into, Mind Over Matter, is like the reason that I created this platform is because sometimes I feel like speaking negatively is more accepted.
Yeah.
It's less rebuttals most of the time. But when you speak positively,
it's always a problem.
It's everybody's like
why
always questioning it, you know?
Well, why?
And I kind of want to make positivity like normalize in a way.
Yeah.
Because people even like have terms like toxic positivity.
That is so wild to me. That's like, what? Why would you say that?
Yeah. And it's like
they don't correlate.
Exactly. It's like literally
which one you choosing?
Words. Like
they be trying to make their toxic ways be positive.
Yeah, they trying to normalize
it's so
toxicity,
sad.
And then they say, "Oh no, you're being toxic."
No,
positive.
You got trauma, bruh, that you need to handle.
Yeah,
but they don't want to get to that root. Mm-hmm. It's always a root to something as to why people act the way they do.
Right.
What's your root?
Start digging
for real. Hey,
what's like?
Is it a hoe?
Maybe.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not a gardener.
What does self-love look like for you?
Self-love looks like to me getting rid of toxic positivity people because they're just not good.
Wait, what is toxic positivity to you?
What we just said about people who have toxic ways and think that they're okay the way they are.
But I think like toxic positivity is more like, you know, people who walk around like always happy, always smiley, always like, oh, just be positive. That's what people think, like toxic positivity.
That's what they think?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. I thought they were just positive. Like, it's okay type deal. Like, I'm smiling.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all right.
But it's like a word that has been normalized to like shut positive people up. Cause like I've been called toxic positive. Yeah. Like,
okay. It's clicking now. Oh, no, that's like, so sad. Mm-hmm. What is wrong with people?
I know.
No,
I'd rather be that than freaking negative Nancy.
Yeah. Dark cloud hanging over your head.
Yeah. But yeah. What does self-love look like for you?
Self-love looks like just being a positive person, even when I want to be negative. Mm-hmm. Self-love is caring about who's in my circle. Self-love is what I put in my body, like food-wise. That's self-love. You know, I could go for a hoagie or something, but constantly reflection. Let's reflect what, you know, like just... That's self-love to me. Self-love is treating others the way I want to be treated. You know, like loving your neighbor as yourself. You know, that's self-love. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's basically it.
Right.
My definition.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to look different for each of us. But what I started to realize recently, too, is that self-love is not aesthetically pleasing for your Instagram.
Oh, you like know, the soft girl
like the soft girl era of side of things. Like
you should just be soft. I don't know why that's an era. It should just be we're soft. Not like I'm soft. Like I ain't gonna square
but you know
up,
they always trying to overgeneralize something and like make it.
I hate social media.
Yeah, but yeah, sometimes when you are trying to speak positively about yourself and you're not used to that, it could be like an ugly process, you know?
Real ugly.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize how hard it is to love yourself when you've been hating on yourself for so long.
That's really a process. Going through the motions of it is a lot.
It's called like the shadow work. Like you really fighting demons. You like
people believe in angels and all that. Like, oh, like guardian angels. Demons are real too. Hello, y'all be trying to be on demon time. Maybe you should be on angel time because demon time is really it's kind of scary. Yeah, but with God, I'm not. But it's scary. Yeah, they be wilding.
What's like a common misconception you think people have about self-love? Because mine is like, that shit is ugly sometimes. Not all cute and dainty soft girl era.
Like, I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
What's the common misconception you think people have about self-love?
Misconception about self-love. I would say they think that self-love means giving up yourself for other people. Does that make sense?
Yes, but expand on it.
Okay, elaborate. Like, a woman will like be with a man who is literally no good, but they think that they're doing a good deed by staying with this man because that's the right thing to do. Whether like if they have kids or they've been in a relationship for a long time or he ain't got no job, I'm holding him down my check. That's love. And I'm showing love to him. And through me, that's self-love, but it's not. Does that make sense?
Of course. It's like you don't have any boundaries for yourself. And you just like being a yes
allow
person.
Anything.
Yeah, you're just being a yes person.
That's not loving
trying
yourself.
To please others. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a thin line between that.
And this is not bashing nobody. Because again.
Oh, no. If the shoe fits, the shoe fits. We're not really.
I know, but you know how people be going like, they think, I just want people to be better. As I get better.
Nah, for sure.
So.
Do better.
Do better. When you know better, you do better. But a lot of people don't know. They are like literally in a fog of, I'm straight. I ain't got nothing wrong with me. You're the problem. And people like that, I have to walk away from because I might cuss you out.
Facts.
Then I'm wrong. Or am I? Yes. No. Yes.
Let's get into your music.
Hey.
How has your self-love journey been reflected in your music? Because you are a lover girl. I hear the R&B. I hear it. I heard the new song.
Hey,
I heard it.
Love me. Go stream that. All streaming platforms. Yeah, my journey. Like when I wrote this song, it's basically, you heard the song. It's about if you love me, show me. I'm very worthy and deserving of it. If you're not showing it to me, then I must move on. Why am I here? If you're not giving me the things that I want or need, I have to go.
That ties back into what you said. Like sometimes a lot of females, they be seeking validation from men and thinking that's self-love.
It's so crazy. It's really bad.
Yeah. Pick-mishas.
Pick-mishas. I was about to say a story, but about this girl I know. She probably gonna watch it because she is a supporter. But I ain't gonna say.
All right, don't say it.
I'm not. But yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Don't make it hot. Yeah,
it's kind of hot.
But yeah. Do you think how do you think the state of R&B is right now?
Toxic.
But you think that's like a reflection of like
who the people are?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, I was at that stage
in society.
Yes. Yeah. Totally. I was at that stage. Like I wrote this song called October's Heartbreak, and the chorus is literally, "That's why I'll never fall in love again," because I was so hurt in October that I don't want to be in love no more. That's really negative, and it showed. It showed in the music. Now it's like, this song is not negative. It's pretty positive. If you love me, show me, or I got a dip. Yeah. Simple to the point.
Straight to the point.
The beat fire, a little bounce. Hey.
It is.
Good times.
Yeah. You could do a little wine to that too.
Okay.
No.
You was whining in Jamaica?
It was a pretty chill trip. I wasn't doing much whining this time around.
Like the born to the...
Yeah, we didn't do much whining.
No, maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time. It was more peaceful, very healing, very relaxing, serene.
That's beautiful.
That was the first time like I experienced it like that. Usually I do be like whining and
hey, see something different.
Yeah, I feel like it's like growing up. I'm like, wow.
How did you know?
I'm growing up.
Tell me off.
Because like it's the first trip. Like wait, how old am I now?
Yeah. You ain't got
24.
That's it?
What do you mean that's it? Last time I seen you, I was 2 years younger.
I know. Wow. You have a birthday next week.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
My birthday's coming.
I'm not saying it on camera.
Nah, I'm not going to do that to you.
No. I was about to get the no. Later. Anyway. Love Me, go stream on all streaming platforms. Did you like the song for real though?
No, I did.
You did?
Yeah, I listened to it this morning.
Thank you.
And I was doing my research.
Yes, because you have to research me because I'm one of your guests.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Love Me. I haven't released a song since last September. And that song was called Champion. That was about just...
Oh, yeah, I heard that one too.
Pushing past the pain and all that. And you're a champion.
Yeah.
So that was kind of poppy. A pop song. So
do you kind of miss this how R&B used to be? Do you think it's ever going to get back to that?
I do.
You think it's going to get back to that?
I don't know. Well, maybe it will. I think if Summer Walker keep making records like Heart of a Woman, if she stay in that pocket.
Heart of a Woman was good.
Yeah, that's like Brandy.
Yeah,
Never Say Never.
Good.
Yeah.
I was like, Summer? That's you?
That's what I'm saying. I love Summer. Yeah, if she stay in that pocket, because she's like leading the new school as far as R&B goes. Mm-hmm. Coco Jones, I rock with her. I didn't really listen to the new album, but yeah.
What about Ari Lennox?
Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on with her. Because I know she just left Dreamville, right?
Mm-hmm. She dropped a new song like called Soft Girl Era, which is ironic because we just...
Do you like it?
It's cool.
It's cool? Yeah. I think she's a talented singer. I think she just needs the right people behind her to push her because Dreamville wasn't doing that. So she ain't really been pushed since like the Break Me Off. What is that?
It's a guy.
Yeah. And that was how many years ago? That's a problem. What is the label doing? Not the right thing.
Yeah.
But she's great. Yeah, she could bring it back too. She need a better team and then she could, yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you listen to Mariah, the scientist? Mm-hmm. Do you like her? Do you think she's toxic? Be honest.
Toxic? Not really.
You don't?
I think she's relatable for younger women.
What are the younger women relating to these days?
I don't think she's toxic though.
No?
Mm-mm.
Maybe I
think Summer's more toxic than her.
Yeah, her older stuff. I thought they were kind of in the same boat though. And like Tink.
I just feel like Mariah be popping her shit. She just be like, yeah, I'm her. And
yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. What's that blue song? That blue whatever? You know that song?
By her?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know.
I thought that was toxic. I have to re-listen.
Okay.
Don't quote me on this. They're quoting me.
Don't quote her.
Anyway.
But yeah, damn, what I was about to say.
R&B coming back.
Yeah. So how has your music evolved over time?
Like I said, I was singing about heartbreak all the time. And now I'm more at a space where it's like, I can avoid the heartbreak because I can identify flags. I used to see the flags and just be like, oh no, they're yellow. Oh, that's not red. That's orange. And then you get a sad song from me. So over time, I definitely, because obviously music is experience, right? I write what I feel and what I'm going through in life. And I do find myself writing less sad songs these days because I'm not in a bad space.
That for you.
And it's all, it ain't me, it's him. Aligning myself. And I'm happy about that. Because I'm like, all right, I'm about to be 30, y'all. I said it.
Oh, she said it.
Hey.
I didn't think she was going to do that.
With the 3 and the O. But hey, 30, I don't want to be doing the stuff I was doing when I was 27 or 21. That's wild. Could you imagine doing the same thing you was doing at 21?
Absolutely not. I can't imagine doing the same thing I was doing last month.
Hello? We're ever evolving.
Yeah.
And if you stuck in the same mindset, like, that's a problem. Respectfully.
Facts.
So that's just not what I want for my life.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to grow up at one day. So
yeah.
Not to say 30 is like, I don't know. I don't know. I do feel
they be
like
calling everything old. I've been called old. That's why I just be like,
who? The YNs? They be calling you. Are you considered a YN? Are you in that era?
Oh, YN.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a young nigga.
Well, I'm a real nigga.
I am a real nigga.
Hey, what's up? What's up? But no, there is like a because somebody was telling me like YN, they consider females that too.
I've never heard a female called a YN.
They
call little boys with the Pooh Shiesty mask.
Well, yeah, but some of these girls be acting like some YNs. Do you not agree?
I could agree.
Yeah. It's different.
Yeah.
Not to say, well, are we in the same era?
Semi, kind of. Close enough. I could still understand
what generation are you?
They say I'm Gen Z, but I don't know. Because some people be saying I'm millennial still, so.
I don't really know. I just know that I was around when B2K was like lit. Do you remember that era?
I know who B2K is.
Baby. The Pandemonium album?
The Justin Timberlake? Oh, no, that's Backstreet Boys.
Oh, my God.
Fuck. Damn.
What? No.
All right.
You're not with me.
All right, forget it.
But okay, but that is, Justin Timberlake was Justified. That's the name of the album I think you're talking about.
But he was with them?
No.
He was with Backstreet Boys, right?
That's not B2K, darling.
I know that's not B2K, but they're same shit, different toilet. Leave me alone.
Hey, right. We love you. Love you. But the generation is just totally different.
Yeah.
Bunch of YNs. But yeah, it's YNs, Big Bro, and then Unk. And I think that's just the levels of how it go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Auntie. You got Auntie too.
Maybe I'm an auntie now.
Yeah, you could be Auntie.
Well, I got 3 nephews, so.
I'm not YN though.
Okay. Yeah. You are RN. Hey.
I'm weak.
Love Me, out now. Stream on all platforms because it's really a good song. It's like a summer bopper. I feel like you ride with the top down and just like.
What would the soundtrack to your life be right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Like an album?
Let's do a song.
Okay. A song right now. I was about to say Mary J. Blige, but no. Just fine. That's so cliche. Because I am just fine. I am fine. I mean, obviously I still go through stuff. Because I'm human. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I was not crashing out 20 minutes ago, but a little borderline maybe. I'm past crashing out.
So it's what? Mary J. Blige.
Just fine.
Just fine? Okay.
Because I like what I see when I'm looking at me and I'm looking across the mirror. You know how to do the line dance? Do you line dance? See, you are a YN. No, I'm just playing.
I'm not a YN.
No, you're not. You
Stop
would be. You
telling
auntie.
the people that
she's an auntie.
I'm not a young nigga. All right, so
not a young. Okay. What? This is a juicy one.
So I know that you've been in this game for a while now.
A little minute.
A good minute.
Yeah.
How are you keeping just not rushing the process? You know what I mean?
Woo.
Because this is a marathon.
Oh my
like
gosh.
They say.
Yes. And it's funny you said that because I was just talking to a friend about that. Marathons and staying the course, running the race. It's very difficult, especially being an independent artist. It's hard. That's all I can really say. But persistence, being steadfast, unmovable, because you know in the end you're going to win, but you have to go that journey. And it's like, why I got to go the journey? Why can't it just be like, boom, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
You won.
You won't appreciate it as much.
I know. Oh my gosh. I know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So how do you like stay grounded and not too fixated on like the results of everything?
I don't follow social media.
Okay.
I'm surprised I told you about all those artists that I just named because I really don't listen to them. I listen here and there, but if I
know of them.
Yeah, because I have to be in the know. But I don't fixate on them because then I'm going to feel like I'm not doing enough. I'm not where they are. Their race is not mine. We're two different lanes here, so I don't pay attention to them. And that helps me to stay grounded because it makes me feel like I'm just in my own space and the people that appreciate it will appreciate it, you know? So that definitely helps. Social media sucks. I really do hate it. I hate that I even have to use it to promote music. I wish we was back in the day like Motown.
Why do you hate it?
Because it's just like everybody has a platform. Everybody does music now. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the music doesn't resonate with me personally. And I feel like the essence of true musicality is drifting because of social media. And like I said, it's not like back in the day, you hear like a doo-wop group on the street corner of a barber shop. And they killing it, right? And then there's like some random A&R from Motown. It's like, I'm going to sign you guys. That type deal. Everybody's getting signed now.
That's true. Yeah, facts.
Legit. So, you know, I just...
like the oversaturation of everything. Bad. I think I have a love-hate relationship with it, but we wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for social media.
I know. Which, you know, it has its ups, right? But a lot of downs.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to like producing, I think that's the best thing to do with it.
What,
like,
social
just
media?
Like producing and not be as much as a consumer. Because when it comes to like scrolling, that's when I feel like it becomes
a
kind
problem.
of addicting, you know?
I hate to scroll. What's your average time on your phone? Do you look at that number?
Hell no.
I
used to, but now it's like I don't even care.
You don't even care. You're just gonna be on your phone.
Yeah, because it's like at the end of the day gotta end. You feel me? So.
I like that. You should put that in a fortune cookie. You should make fortune cookies.
I should. That should be cute. Fire.
Hey.
I want to make like, you know, like
little pink ones.
You know the teas with like the little message on there.
Little tea? Like
the
a tea bag?
Teas, like the tea bags, and it has like a little message on it.
I've never seen those. Like on the tag?
Yeah, on the tag. You never seen
No.
That?
What kind of tea you drink?
I don't remember the name of it right now. Okay, so
I'm listening.
I want to get into like really back into like
love.
Self-love.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best.
Self-love.
It's the best.
It's the best.
It is.
All right. So what does the statement mind over matter mean to you?
With my mind, I can do a lot that matters.
Okay. We keeping it short and cute.
That's fire though, right?
It does.
It's cute.
I get it.
Yeah. That's all I gotta say.
All right.
For real. No, your mind. The mind is a terrible thing to waste, ain't it? It is.
That's a quote from somewhere.
Yeah. And I don't want to waste my mind because I got a lot to do.
What's like a limiting belief that you recently had to retell yourself to change your reality right now?
That there is life and death in the tongue. Whatever you speak, it can happen, whether it's negative or positive. So I'm very much so aware now of what I say, because I be ready to like, I can't, don't know, and I have to revert from that because I can, I will, I'm gonna. See, there's a difference. And yeah, language is very powerful. So I'm just mindful of that a lot these days.
Definitely. What's the most memorable time in your life that you spoke in your reality into existence?
That I spoke it into existence?
Well, that you said you were going to do something and then it actually happened. Even if it's like in prayer and you're like, oh my God.
Oh, well, my relationship with God, like I've been praying about that. I've been fasting about that. I've been like surrendering, giving myself away for that. And I'm like living in it right now. And I'm just thankful. And it's crazy how it was like a switch, like night and day, legit. And like I always heard about it, but to actually experience it and live it is like a whole nother thing. I'm literally living in his will.
And answered prayers.
Yeah. Right? And some of the prayers, they haven't been answered as of yet, but a lot of them have. So I can't even trip off the one, you know what I'm saying?
Because it's just his timing.
I know. He don't work in our time.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, so you have to be patient and give yourself grace.
It's a virtue. It is.
Yeah. Prayer has changed my life.
Yes.
And
yes.
It's times where like I'm constantly praying about the same thing. And sometimes I'm so fixated on what I don't have in these prayers.
Yeah.
And
you got to block that out.
Yeah. And then it kind of takes away from like the prayers that he did answer.
Yeah.
You know? So
I know.
Like,
being grateful.
Exactly.
Like we be kind of selfish. And it's like a human trait. We are human, right? We're not robots. And he knows that. That's why he died on the cross. Like he knew we're not perfect. So obviously these thoughts will come into your mind, but you have to revert back and be like, okay, he has me.
And be like, that's the devil.
It is. It is.
Facts.
I'm telling you, they believe in angels, but don't believe in demons. Like, come on, bruh. There's good and bad. So let's not be oblivious. But yeah, he has us in his hand legit, you know? I do sound like a broken record when I say it too. But I really don't care no more.
But it's the truth.
It is the truth.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Not sorry. That was good. This is so good. You see this? Like from our last talk. Not to say we were bad people.
We were drinking. we was off the barefoot. We was cackling. We was talking about R. Kelly and shit. Like, we was like...
I still...
Don't bring... Let me not bring that up. They gonna eat you up in them comments. Do not bring that back up.
Okay. Okay.
How has your creativity been a healing force in your life?
Oh, the music, writing. Oh my gosh, that's therapeutic for me. It's literally my life, and I can't even control it because I try to stop sometimes doing music, but it's like embedded.
Yeah, it's like almost like an outlet, right?
It's an outlet, but like it's like a thing I can't control, even if I wanted to.
Yeah,
because it's literally my God-given thing. Everybody has everybody has their thing, and it's like I wish my thing was nursing. I would go to school in a minute.
You would make a good amount of money too.
That's not. I know it's not my thing. I don't want to draw blood. I really don't. Yeah. I would rather just write songs, but the things that make me don't want to write a song is the patience and the waiting. That's the part that makes me like, oh my gosh. But I know in the end, it'll work out. Patience.
Damn, I had a question that went away.
I saw it. It just went there.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
When pursuing your purpose, your path, your calling, what was like the pivotal moment in your career where you like, yeah, this is what I need to be doing?
That I need to be doing it?
Like, this is... like, I'm in alignment. Like, what was that moment in your musical career you're like, yes, this makes sense? Like,
this makes sense. I would say, oh, yeah. Merkel. Shout out Merkel. Merkel is this artist. He's a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine. He came to Buffalo because, y'all know. We'll
shout out Buffalo.
Hey, don't do that.
Nah, shout out Buffalo for real.
East
Buffalo
side.
Wings. Anyway, all of it.
Rick
the
James.
Bills, right?
West Side. Benny. Okay, anyway. Merkel, he came to Buffalo. He's an artist. He's a vocal producer, writer, singer. We worked together in January. We were working on this record that I wrote. And it just seemed like the whole process just fell seamlessly. I ain't never had that happen before. Not with another person. Normally, it's always like some back and forth. But with him, it was just...
no resistance.
Yeah, and it was just like, this is what I'm destined to do.
Yeah.
I really can't control this. And it's just like, I thank God every day that he gave me this talent. And yeah, that was the time when I was like, yeah, this is it. This is it. So now it's just been like feet running ever since.
Yeah.
Dropped the single. So much love and response. Like, there's something in my throat. It's clear. Okay. So much love and just appreciation for the record, which meant a lot because this was the first record that I've released where I felt free and like not restricted and loving myself again in a real way. So that meant a lot that the response just was really good.
Yeah. That's what I love about like being a creative. Like you go to these places where you just go in this, what they call like the flow state.
Yeah.
And it's like everything is just in alignment and you just flowing and it's like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like this is like therapy almost.
It is.
You know? And
but then, like, trouble don't last always. This too shall pass.
All right.
I don't
know. Whatever.
No, for real.
That's facts.
It's
so
all
what she
gonna
said.
work out. It's gonna be.
Let it all work out. Let it all work out. Let it all work out. All right, shout out Lil Wayne.
Shout out Lil Wayne.
If you listen to the end of this episode, thank you. I appreciate you. You really came back to listen all the way to the end. Like I could tell you love yourself. I could tell you glowing. Like I could tell. And yeah, make sure you tell a friend that it's mind over matter, baby. You. Clap. Boom. I mean, YN you said, right? Right. That was calm.
That was nice.
Yeah.